Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum viewers. How are you all? First of all, I would like to thank you for so much appreciation, love, and your good comments. And here I am with another very important and interesting lecture. And the lecture is on preposition. Please don't make faces. This is not something easy. This is not something unimportant. It's really very important and main to the language. Without knowing this concept, you cannot come up as a good writer or a good speaker in English language. I know that they are simply small words, but until and unless you know the right use of them, you cannot master the language. So please don't leave this video, watch this video till the end so that you have a good grip on this grammar topic. But before we move on, I request you to please subscribe my channel and please press like and share button as well, so that you can be recorded in the part of the comments. Let's move on and let's see what is preposition. Preposition are actually the words which show relationship between noun and pronoun in a sentence. So definitely they must be followed by some noun or some pronoun. In a simple sentence, they are mostly not followed by a verb. Phrasal verbs condition is different than this. These are the preposition. I know that you know them, but the point is to know them exactly, which you are going to get after watching today's video. Look at the example. He will come back from Bombay in a week. In is actually a preposition of time. The paper plane flew above the ground. Now, above is the preposition used here, and which shows that there is a gap between the surface and the thing flying. You cannot use preposition up here, you cannot use preposition on here, because they are not right preposition to be placed here. Look at another example. The mouse jumped off the table. This is a very common preposition, and which we sometimes make mistakes in. Off we use when we say that some object is removed from present position to another position. Look at another off. Roland is very fond of ice cream. Now here off is talking about the likeness of the ice cream. Look at another example. I wake up every day in the morning at 7:30 p.m. We use at when we are talking about the exact time. So I'm sure that you have learned these few basic prepositions. Let's move on to the types of preposition. Now, when we talk about type of prepositions, so generally these prepositions are the one which are categorized: simple, double, compound, phrasal, participle, and disguised. Let's discuss them one by one and then later on in detail. Simple preposition is a one which is one word preposition only, and mostly a short word which is used as preposition. Then comes the double preposition. Double preposition is a one which is formed by putting two prepositions side by side, like in and to. They are put together to form a new preposition into. Then with and in, they can be placed together to make a preposition within. Now here there can be another case that where you simply use two prepositions side by side, you don't fuse it. We'll discuss all these with good examples later on. Compound preposition is a type of preposition where you are merging the preposition, but the new word is a different thing than the elements forming it, like on, by, and out. They all fuse to form about, which is different from all three. You cannot spot them in this new word. On, by, and up. They combine to form above, which is totally different from these three words. So in double fused preposition, you can recognize the preposition forming them. But in compound preposition, you cannot recognize the elements forming them. In compound preposition, you can find the examples where the preposition is formed by simply putting the preposition side by side. Now, phrasal preposition is a type of preposition where a phrase is used as a preposition, but here the preposition, here the head is a preposition, like on account of, in front of, instead of. Participle preposition are the ing or ed form of the verb, which are used as preposition. How? We'll watch it in our video. Then comes the discussed preposition. It is a preposition where some words are used as preposition. Let's discuss them in detail. First comes the simple preposition. Now, simple preposition is a preposition which contains only two syllables. Okay, so here you can see that there are simple words which are used as preposition. Look at the example. I am from New Jersey. So from is a simple preposition which is used here. Then I am working hard at geography. Remember that writing in geography is not correct. The correct use is at geography. Another example is my niece is suffering from flu. Now this is a pictorial representation of positional prepositions which are in front of you, and you can simply look at the position of an object with respect to other. So simple prepositions can be of time, they can be of time and place, they can be of agent and things. Let's discuss them. They are the types of simple preposition. So preposition of times can be on, at, in, from, to, etc. And they have specific use. He started working at 10 a.m. So at is talking about the exact time. The company called meeting on 25th October. On is used with dates. There is a holiday in December. So in is actually with months. He has been ill since Monday. Since and for are specific preposition which are again used to talk about the time period. Preposition of time and places together, on, at, in, by, from, to, towards, up, down, across, etc. They all are preposition of time and places. Look at the example. He is at home. At is showing the place. He came from England. Again showing that the area from the person came from. The police broke into the house. Remember that we use this preposition into only when we are talking about an action, movement into something, then we use into. I live across the river. Across means the other side of the river. Preposition of agents and things, they are of, for, by, with, about, etc. This article is about smartphones. About is a preposition used here. Most of the guests have already left. Off is showing about the guest. I will always be here for you. For is showing the agent. He is playing with his brother. So I'm sure that you have quickly grasped the idea of simple preposition. Let's talk about double preposition. As I have told you that double preposition can have two phases. One where you are combining the words to form a new preposition like into, up to, on to. And other where you are simply putting two prepositions side by side like out of, from, within. So double prepositions, they are simple two preposition either fused together as one or staying separate. Look at the example. It is up to nature to replenish our renewable releases. It depends on the nature. Up to means depends on the nature. Now look at another example. Zeal is something that comes from within a person. It comes from inside a person. Did you notice that double preposition are separately placed? My son emerged from behind the curtain to scare me. So from behind is another preposition of double type with the spacing. These are some examples. I'm sure that by now you know double prepositions can be fused and they can be separately lying. Now look at the third type of preposition, which is compound preposition. And what do we know about compound preposition? Please recall. Yes, they are like double preposition, but you cannot locate the elements which are forming compound preposition, one thing. And other thing is that they can be like double preposition, separately placed preposition. So you can have a prefix which is added to some noun, some adjective or some adverb to form a compound preposition. And this type of preposition is mostly used to convey location. We also call it a complex preposition. Look at the examples. Here the types of compound preposition given are separately placed. But here the type of prepositions used are the one which are fused. There is a metro station beneath this ground. Beneath is same to under. Once upon a time there was a brave princess. Another example of compound preposition. The cat is jumping around the seat. Around is another example of compound preposition. Then she lives next to my house. So I'm sure that now you have a clear demarcation between double preposition and compound preposition. According to his mother, he often talked in his sleep. Another example of compound preposition is here in front of you. So I'm sure that this difference is pretty clear to you now. Let's talk about participle preposition. Well, participles are the verbs with ed ending or ing ending. Okay, they are actually verbs which are used as preposition. So they are verbs in disguise, something new. Let's see. Considering my grandfather's age, we keep our travels less exhausting. Now here considering, which is highlighted in red, is an example of participle preposition. It's not a verb, but the verb, because the verb is here in the sentence. Look at another example. Everyone please keep quiet during the class. Now during is another example of participle preposition. Move on to the next example. Everyone attended the gala, including the president himself. Another example of participle preposition. And I have tried that I bring different type of examples so that you can learn different words. Bearing a few minor mistakes, the play went pretty well. So bearing is actually a participle preposition which you can use. You can make your own sentences using these participle prepositions. Some are here in front of you. Look at this, frustrated at IED ending. So this can be used as a participle preposition. I'm sure that this will definitely surprise you, and you can put this question to some of your fellow to share your knowledge about the type of preposition. The next type of preposition is a prepositional phrase. We call it a phrasal preposition as well. And remember that phrase is actually a small sentence, small group of words with no verb. And in this case, a preposition will be heading it. So a preposition with some object and modifier will form a phrasal preposition. Let's have a look on the example. My little brother collected my trophy on behalf of my sister. So on behalf of is a phrasal preposition because its head is a preposition and it's a little phrase. The show got cancelled because of the sudden rain. Another example, in order to avoid losses, he withdrew all money to mitigate the risk. In order to is a very common sort of prepositional phrase. Look at another example. In course of time, the wounds on my cat's paw healed. So I'm sure that you have an idea of prepositional phrase. Please don't confuse it with phrasal verb, because that is a different category. It's a prepositional phrase. Phrase is a small group of words where there is no verb and the beginning word is a preposition. Look at the last type of preposition, which is a disguised preposition. Now, disguised preposition is a one where some letters are doing for some preposition. How? These two letters A and O are actually used as a disguised preposition in some sentences. Look at the example. The poor man went a begging. Here, a is actually replacing this on preposition. So this is a disguised preposition, a hidden preposition. Now, the hunter decided to go hunting. Now, is a undercover preposition for on. Another example, a very common thing which we used it in our daily life. Now it is 10 o'clock in the morning. So o is actually a disguised preposition for off. I'm sure that you have liked this video lecture and my research as well. I would really appreciate that if you share your precious comments and talk to me. How can I improve myself? And if you want me to make some video on some of your topic you want, then definitely I will consider it. And by my next video, please stay blessed. Allah Hafiz.